You think you know yourself, but right now, as you're listening to this, one of 5 patterns is running in the background of your mind. Watching, calculating, controlling every choice you think is yours. You've never seen it, and that's exactly how it wants it. Which one are you? 5 operating systems run beneath every human, not personalities. Code, the algorithm that executes when no one's watching. When the mask slips, when you're alone with who you actually are. You didn't choose it, it chose you through 1,000 micro-decisions you don't remember making. Defense mechanisms you built before you knew you were building them. But you can name it, recognize it, stop letting it run you. Which one are you? Maybe you're the one who sees chaos and feels it like a wound. You see systems where others see life. While they react, you design. While they complain, you solve. While they drown, you build order from the void. You don't play the game. You rewrite the rules. Everything is a project. Everything can be optimized. Everything has a better version waiting. But disorder physically disturbs you, not a preference, a compulsion. You don't help because you care. You help because watching incompetence makes your skin crawl. And deeper than you'll admit, you look at most people with quiet contempt. They're choosing to stay broken, choosing comfort over excellence. To you, settling for good enough when excellent is possible is moral failure. Connection, that's what it costs. You're always building, always 3 moves ahead, never here. People feel like variables in an equation instead of humans you're living with. Problems that need fixing instead of people who need presence. You've reorganized something that wasn't yours, a friend's closet, your company's workflow, someone's life. You saw chaos, couldn't help yourself. When they thanked you, you felt nothing. It wasn't a gift. It was obvious. Are you building because you love creation, or because stillness terrifies you? If you're not optimizing, not improving, not constructing, what are you? That question haunts you when the projects are done and you're left alone with yourself. Or maybe you learn to disappear without leaving the room. You move unseen, not invisible, forgettable, by design. You speak little, stand at edges, exist without commitment. Most people think you're quiet, shy, introverted. They have no idea it's strategy. Being unseen means being untouchable. No one hurts you if no one knows you. No one rejects the real you if you never show it. You're not shy, you're fortified. A defense system built after learning that showing up meant getting destroyed. So you stopped showing up, you hover at the threshold. Participate just enough that no one asks questions. Never enough that anyone expects anything. Everything, that's what it costs. You can't be hurt, but you can't be loved, can't be seen, can't be known, safe, protected, but profoundly alone. Late at night, you wonder what would happen if you actually showed up, but fear runs deeper than curiosity. Someone called you their best friend. You were surprised. In your mind, you barely know them. You've shared space, time, conversations, but yourself, never. You perfected seeming close while staying distant. People think they know you. They have no idea. Are you protecting yourself or erasing yourself? Eventually you disappear so well that even you can't find yourself. The mask becomes the face, the absence becomes the identity, and the person you actually are dies quietly from neglect. Or maybe you need the spotlight like oxygen. You need validation, not want, need, like air. Every decision filtered through one question: how will this look? Not is this right? Not do I want this? How will this look to people watching? You don't live your life, you perform it. Every moment a scene, every interaction content, every experience filtered through, whether it's highlight reel worthy. You're terrified of being ordinary, because ordinary means forgettable. Forgettable means replaceable. Replaceable means the applause stops. And if the applause stops, who are you? You built your identity on being seen. Without eyes on you, you dissolve. Authenticity, that's what it costs. You performed so long you forgot what's real, don't know what you actually like, actually want, actually are. Your life became a brand. Your personality became marketing, and the person underneath, they left, or died, or were never allowed to exist. You achieved something significant. The high lasted 18 hours. For a moment you felt it. Validation, recognition, proof you matter. By the next day, already fading, already insufficient. The validation never sticks, never fills the void. A hunger that grows with feeding. Are you chasing greatness or running from emptiness? The more you perform, the less of you remains. You become the highlight reel, the persona, but the person underneath, already gone. Everyone's watching a show starring someone who doesn't exist anymore. Here's what connects the first three, and here's what you haven't realized yet. Each pattern isn't just protection, it's prediction. You're not responding to the world. You're responding to a world that doesn't exist anymore, a threat that's already passed. The architect is still fixing the chaos from childhood. The ghost is still hiding from a danger that ended years ago. The performer is still proving their worth to people who stopped watching. You're fighting ghosts, running from shadows, and the pattern you built to survive at 10 is the same pattern destroying you at 30. So which one are you? And more importantly, which ghost are you still running from? Or maybe you see every room as a courtroom. You treat every interaction like a power audit. Not life as a battlefield, life as a courtroom where you're prosecutor, defendant, and judge. Every conversation, a negotiation. Every relationship, strategic. Every moment, a test of domination. You strike preemptively, test people before they test you, control the frame before someone else does. You don't ask for respect. You engineer situations where disrespecting you becomes impossible. You've built a reputation. Don't underestimate this one. Don't test them. Don't mistake silence for weakness. You've been underestimated before, made sure it never happened again. But you're exhausted, constantly armed, constantly scanning, constantly ready. You can't relax, can't trust the world won't attack the moment you show vulnerability. So you stay hard, sharp, vigilant, and it's draining you empty. Peace, that's what it costs. Those walls you built don't just keep enemies out, they keep everything out. Love, trust, connection, joy. You're fortified, defended, but imprisoned, locked in a fortress of your own making. Lowering the drawbridge means vulnerability, and vulnerability feels like death. Someone showed genuine kindness. Your first instinct wasn't gratitude, suspicion. What do they want? What's the angle? In your world, nothing's free. Everyone has agendas. Kindness is weakness wearing a mask. So you push people away before they hurt you. Strike first. Make sure everyone knows you're not to be tested. Are you strong or just terrified of softness? Real strength isn't fighting, it's choosing not to, but you can't choose. You've been at war so long that peace feels like surrender. So you keep fighting, keep winning, keep proving you're unbreakable, while fracturing from the inside. Or maybe you turned life into a spectator sport. You watch the world like a scientist studying specimens. You don't participate, you analyze, see the patterns, the cycles, the predictable loops of suffering and self-deception. People make the same mistakes generation after generation. You stopped being surprised, and you left, not physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. You checked out years ago. You're not detached because you're enlightened. You're detached because you're afraid of disappointment, afraid of caring about things that don't care back, afraid of investing in a world that's proven hope is just set up for heartbreak. So you pretend you're above it, mock people who still care, still try, still believe. You call them naive, foolish, blind. But deep down, you envy them. They still have what you lost, the ability to give a damn. Life itself, that's what it costs. You're so busy watching you forget to participate, so focused on understanding the human experience you're not having one. You're documenting life instead of living it, cataloging emotions instead of feeling them. Your existence became a case study, commentary, but commentary isn't living. Someone asked your opinion on something emotional. You delivered a philosophy lecture. You can't just feel, you contextualize, theorize, dissect. Can't say that sucks. I have to say, well, when you consider the broader implications of attachment theory and the inherent meaninglessness of subjective experience in a deterministic universe, you intellectualize because feeling is dangerous. Are you wise, or did you surrender? You call detachment enlightenment, cynicism clarity, but really, you quit. Dressed it up as wisdom to avoid admitting you're protecting yourself from caring, from hoping, from trying. Here's what no one tells you. The real danger isn't being one of these types. The danger is believing you're not. Everyone runs a pattern. Every person watching. Every human who's ever lived. The only question is whether you see it, whether you recognize it, whether you're willing to name it. Because the pattern you don't recognize owns you, runs your life on autopilot, makes decisions for you, controls reactions without consent. But the pattern you can name, that one you can change. So which one are you? Not which sounds interesting, not which you'd prefer, which actually runs when the lights go out and you're alone. The architect building but never present, the ghost protected into isolation, the performer chasing validation into erasure, the warrior fighting into exhaustion, the observer analyzing instead of living. 5 patterns, 1 root, fear. The architect fears irrelevance. Without building, achieving, improving, they're nothing. The ghost fears exposure. If people see who they really are, they'll be rejected or destroyed. The performer fears invisibility. Without validation, without applause, they cease to exist. The warrior fears weakness. Lower their guard for a moment, they'll be hurt or dominated. The observer fears disappointment. If they hope, try, care, the world will crush them again. Every pattern is a scar that became a system, a wound that turned into a way of life, a survival mechanism you built when you needed it, that served you when you were younger, that protected you when you were vulnerable. But what saves you in childhood suffocates you in adulthood. The shield became the cage. The armor became the prison. So which one are you? Not the performance, not the aspiration, the pattern that runs on autopilot, the default when you're tired, scared, alone, real. That's who you are. You can't transform what you won't see, can't change a pattern you refuse to acknowledge, can't fix a problem you won't admit exists. So look, actually look, not at who you want to be, at who you've been, the pattern you run, the system you built. See it clearly, without judgment, without defense, just see it. Then ask one question, is this serving me or am I serving it? That pattern saved you once, protected you, kept you functioning when you might have fallen apart. But patterns don't update, don't evolve, don't adapt. They loop forever until you interrupt them. What saves you at 10 destroys you at 30. The ghost who kept you safe from rejection now keeps you from connection. The warrior who kept you from being hurt now keeps you from being loved. The performer who kept you from being forgotten now keeps you from being known. The architect who kept you from chaos now keeps you from presence. The observer who kept you from disappointment now keeps you from joy. The shield became the prison. Which one are you? And which one do you choose to stop being? Comment it below, not the aspirational version, the honest one, the pattern you actually run when no one's watching. Because naming it breaks the spell, seeing it ends the autopilot. You can't change what you won't acknowledge. Which one are you? And which one do you choose to stop being?